Hello, everyone, and thank you, and welcome to Mom and Me. I'm Deborah. I'm Mom.
And I'm Jamila, I'm me. And today we're bringing to you something pretty special.
Yes.
I know you see all the things that are on the table here,
Yes.
possibly.
Thanks.
Fun things.
Thanks.
So, what's going to be, what are we teaching today, Mom?
Okay, what we're going to get into for you guys today is a part of our relationship, our mother-daughter relationship. We also have a mime ministry. And because we have this mime ministry, we use American Sign Language in it because we did it originally in church, of course, and we wanted to not only the hearing to be able to enjoy the services of the Lord, but also for the deaf to be able to enjoy it too. So it's not like your usual mime thing, like we don't pantomime and we're not going to probably be walking no walls, but
Because I don't know how to get out the box.
yes, but we definitely will be working with American Sign Language as we go forth, and you listen to the music with your ears and be able to get the message that the song is bringing to you, right?
Right, and the thing that I like about it is that because of the uniqueness in the way that we do the miming,
Yes.
it's, those who do or can interpret the American Sign Language, they tend to come to us and like, thank you, because,
yes.
I've been in church for all my life and
Yes.
nobody's ever really, I can hear,
Yes,
I can hear the music, or I can
the
feel the vibrations of the music.
bass.
But as far as being able to, understand the words and know, it just opens up a whole new avenue
Yes.
for, the hard of hearing and deaf.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes, and for Jamila and I, the way we started out, we were a part of a mime ministry. It was a big group of young people, and that was a blessing to be able to work with young people as they began their journey with the Lord, in the
Yes.
middle of their journey and continuing on, just to see that process. And that was vision, because, for lack of vision, the people perish. And so the name of that ministry was Vision. And so what God gave Jamila and I from out of that was,
actually.
well, God gave it to me, but of course, I told her what she was getting ready to do. And so that's what she did. And so we have, you want to turn around? Let's see.
Let me turn around.
Generations, Acts 2, 38 and 39. That's because we said that we are standing on the promises of God.
Right.
And like Peter told the crowd on that day of Pentecost, he said, repent, every last one of you. You know what I'm saying? And for the remission of your sins, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And God will forgive you that. And then he also said, and not only that, he said, but this promise, and you will receive, the gift of the Holy Ghost.
Right.
And this promise is not only to you, but it's to your children,
And
your
your
children's
children's
children, and as many as he's going to call from afar off. So that's our own special, unique take, right?
Right.
On what it is, that sprouted out of
works.
one ministry into another ministry. So on today, with all of our little gadgets, what we're going to do, we're going to take you through the process that we go through as we prepare to minister. We don't perform. We always minister whenever we're doing this thing. So we're just going to show you a little bit of behind the scenes in front of the camera of what we actually do to get ready. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
So let's talk about what the items that we actually use.
Yes.
Let's go there.
Okay.
So on here we have some baby wipes, because that's good for cleanup. So we're not going to need that right now,
Yes.
right?
Right. Wait a minute. Most important thing,
Most important thing,
the anointed oil.
the anointed oil. You must pray.
Yes, before.
We got to pray just to make it today. Amen. All right.
Amen. Amen.
Okay, we've done that already. Just a little dab here.
Yes.
Sometimes if you're having one of those days where you probably saying things that you're not supposed to say, you want to dab it on
Just
the
to
lips
make sure.
too, so you can get the Lord body that tongue, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then we have some.
Well, what you could say,
called
Vaseline.
grease,
Well,
Vaseline,
well,
yeah.
Vaseline name brand. So
Petroleum
jelly.
And
Yes.
then we have some powder.
Yes, because we are under the lights of the camera in this particular case. We normally don't put powder on our makeup, but may have to use a little bit just so we won't melt right in front of you.
Yes, because the most essential part is the clown makeup.
Yes.
Clown white. Like she said, under the lights, we're probably going to look like we're melting. We'll probably look like we're melting already, but it's okay. It's okay. So, super white.
Yes.
And the thing about putting
Putting
on
this,
face paint
yes.
is that, we like to smile a lot and joke around.
Oh,
but
but-
what you don't want to do is smile while you have on your face paint, because I don't care how white your teeth are,
Yes.
they are going to look yellow.
Yes,
So
definitely.
you might, although we like to smile a lot, we'll probably not smile as much.
Yes.
Or we're not going to give you the full teeth
Yes.
once we put on the face paint.
Right, definitely.
And then?
And then we have our gloves, our white gloves. You have a pair, I have a pair. Here, take your pair.
You get a pair, you get a
And then we bought a pair just in case you want to join us later. All right, how that sound?
Sounds great.
Okay, so we'll start with
So what
the
do we do
basics.
first, Mom?
Well, of course, we have already prayed, so therefore, I'm going to remove my glasses. And of course, just wipe off.
Well, because
Yes.
she's a little hot and sweaty, so
Yes.
you don't want to start there. I might
Yes.
be too, so I'm talking about folks.
Yes, we want to make sure you wipe
Make sure
off.
you dab, dab, dab. Not the dab, but the dab.
Yes.
And, okay.
So then what?
Why are you doing this? Well, because you need something to,
Yes.
you need your face to be dry first and foremost.
Yes.
Because if not, then you're just caking around sweat and it's just gross.
Yes. Then
Next element.
we've learned through our trial and error
Through trial and error.
that it's important to coat your face with the petroleum jelly
And why do we do this?
because it's easier to get the makeup off. Because
Ding, 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 ding,
if
ding.
you don't, you know what I'm
There's
saying?
nothing like going home with a face full of makeup, and then the next day you still got a face full of makeup.
Yes.
Because it's harder to get off when you don't.
So just
have
take a little bit, not much, and just go around your face like where you're going to put the mask at. Just go through here, around there.
Now, would you say? I know that some people go full face.
Yes.
Some people may do half mask.
Right.
Some people do their eyebrows. Some people will maybe paint some more eyebrows.
Yes.
But for ours, we kind of do we do it a little different. We do a full face.
Yes.
But
It's a mask. It's still a mask
we still
on
like
our face.
Yeah,
we cut out a mask onto our face. That's
make an
what it is.
outline. So that leads us to the next step, which is the face paint. Yes.
You want me to do you? Look, here, open my eye,
Cheers.
please.
Oh, she needs.
See, that's how we normally do it too.
Okay.
Oops. Yeah, there you go.
Hercules. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
So-
you want? Yes. Okay. Do you want me to?
Yes, go ahead and do my outline
Okay. So I'll do her outline.
because now, since I did take my
glasses off.
glasses
you can't
off,
See.
I really can't see nothing. So she's going to outline me.
Okay.
Oh, come, stand right here. Stand right here. Yes.
Okay. I'll stand there. All right. So I kind of just want to start at the top part, and hopefully you want to put a thick line here across the forehead. You can either go all the way up,
No,
depending on whether you have a 4-head or a 5-head. So we're gonna do her. We're gonna pretend like she just has a 4, and so we do a line across the front. Then we bring it down the side of her temple. Not all the way underneath, not because especially when you have a full face, you'll see that it's
full
just
face.
like you you don't really want to outline a full face.
All right.
Well, talk to me, okay?
Yeah. So
So how does that feel? Tell
that
the
feels
people.
really good. You can't really feel it as you're applying it on your face. You just normally, and we have a mirror too, but we didn't bring a mirror today because we wanted to. That's funny. I'm looking. We wanted to try to let you see what we was doing. You need me to draw your outline too?
Sure.
No, I better not.
No?
No. Yeah. Why don't you just put your camera on so you'll be able to see your own face? Okay.
So, anyway, well, while we continue to do this makeup
Yes.
situation, we're kind of good at it because we've been doing it for
Yes, so long.
for so long. So, typically, it is easier to do when you have a mirror in front of you. But since we look alike, I'll just say,
Yeah, do like that. Look at each other and fill it in.
how to get it? Did I get
Oh,
it
no, you got it too low.
too low?
Too low.
Oh, why didn't you fix it? See? And it's always pays to have a friend if you don't have a mirror.
Yes, to tell you. And you want to make sure you get it right here in the corners of your eyes and underneath. Really good.
Did I get
No.
Oh, well, we'll fix it. We'll
Yes.
fix it after we fill it
Oh,
in.
sorry.
Right?
Yes,
Because
because it's getting there.
look at you. Look
Yes.
at you.
Yes.
You are almost there.
Almost there? Look, I need something.
Oh, you look like the Joker. Like you have a whole big old smile this way. So, yes. You know, if you ever like wanted to just play around with paint and, you know, make some designs in your face, you can totally do that.
Okay, am I missing?
You're missing
I'm missing a lot. Am I missing a lot?
Yes, you're missing a lot.
Okay, I'm going to.
Face the camera. Let the people
Let the
decide.
people see whether I'm missing a lot. Or missing a lot. Did I say that right?
Missing a lot.
I am going to use her camera. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I am missing a lot. Okay. So we're talking through it, but we normally just sit there and be talking with each other, what we're going to do and go through this process. And as you can see in this case, like she was saying,
Borrow what you got.
yeah, yes, I know.
So
We cover our eyebrows as part of it because, and then when we actually, I do look like the Joker. Then when we actually map this out, because we're going to go around the edges and line up our mask, but for right now, we're just putting it on.
I don't know why it's taking her so long.
I don't know why it's taking you so long.
She's trying to be all cute with it.
I know. We've been in a room where there's been 12 to 14 of us trying to put on makeup at one time, right? I'm sorry. I'm not holding her phone correctly, as you all can
And
tell.
you see I took over? 'Cause
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yep, always.
Hey.
Ooh, see, you got it on my lips.
You got it. I didn't touch your lips.
I know, I did.
Anyway.
Okay.
So, are you done?
I'm almost there. And then you take the baby oil.
You didn't have baby oil.
You can still, oh, I'm sorry. Did I just disappear from the screen?
You did.
I'm coming back, y'all.
Yes. So
I am so
we got to do some quick. Yeah. Where'd she go? All right. So then we have to do the cleanup. Let me do your cleanup because you can't really see, and then you forgot a whole piece.
Did I?
How you have a mirror and forget?
Because you took the mirror, remember?
Blame it on me always. Okay. Yeah.
Come over here.
Okay. All right. How you forget? Then I can rough her up, you know.
Yeah, that's the part that she likes.
Wait, don't touch me yet.
I'm not touching you.
See?
I'm not touching you.
Hand in the buttocks. All right, so then you'll take,
Normally baby oil.
sometimes you got to improvise. And you would go around the edges. Oops. Hopefully without no paint already on your napkin. Could you give me a dirty napkin? Possibly.
My hands are dirty, so.
So are mine. Nevertheless, we're making a lot of noise, but essentially you can smooth it out, make it all pretty, and get your edges right. And you typically don't spend a lot of time on this part because you just don't want to. But you can. I mean, you can go back and forth and back and forth and think about it. Oh, is that right?
I know.
And so you don't want to spend too much time because you don't want to spend too much time on it, right? Neener, say something.
Yes. So as you can tell, she's just going around the edges to try to draw the outline of the mask on my face where I had just put the face paint all over her, and now she's fixing it up for me. Did I get the corners?
Yeah. And then you just
Smooth
come back in and smooth it out. And as you can tell, her face is starting to melt. But That's the beauty if you do it really quickly. And that's another reason to do it really quickly because, you know, depending on, we've done shows outside
Yes.
in elements and, you know, you got bugs on your face and it's just,
Yeah.
it's just bad. It's all bad.
All that.
Okay, can you
Yes, ma'am.
do my outline?
And I would take.
And in addition to us doing this, you know, because this is oh so fun for us and maybe not so much for you guys, but we're going to, what are we going to do today, Mom?
Oh, we're going to
We're going to actually do a couple of routines.
Yes.
And
Yes. See, as you can tell, I'm taking about an inch off of hers. That hurt?
no.
Okay.
And it's funny because, you know, you were into this before I was.
Yes.
And
Yeah, I kind of brought you in.
you brought me in. I was super excited about probably playing with the face paint was the first thing. But just being able to do it, once I saw the impact of it, then it was like, yes. You know,
Yes.
being such a musical
You can
person.
just see the effect that it has on other people.
Right.
And we're just talking mimes, as you can tell. But you can see the
Typically,
effect.
we don't talk
Right.
when we have the face paint.
Right. The effect that it has on other people. And just to, you know, to know that you're bringing them in on it and that they can actually feel what it is that the message that we're trying to get across. Because that's what we are. We're just messengers, you know, truly for Christ. And so whatever chance and whatever opportunity we have, we are definitely going to. You got it under your chin. I'm gonna let you look in your mirror because I want you to get your chin right across right there. Because I got it down. And you got to get around the
Sure.
corners of your eyes.
Should I disappear like you did?
Yes, disappear like I did. Just go on down. And just a little bit on you. See, she did it anyway, didn't she? She didn't mean to, but she did.
All right, tell me I'll lay down there.
I know, I tried to wipe it off. So therefore, we try to make the outline of a mask on our face. And so, you know, once you put the mask on, it's like you're anonymous.
Yeah.
You know, it's not us anymore, but it is God in us that's going to come forth and going to come out. Come here, let me see. Throughout the ministry of mine. Yeah, over there. And get your nose, and then we'll be all right. Yeah, so we just talk. I'm sorry that we're talking kind of low because I was just talking back and forth. We'd be like, okay, get your chin, get this part right here. And so what it is, we are behind the mask because, you know, if you think about it, every day somebody's walking around with some kind of mask on. But this one makes it so that it's all inclusive of everybody. Do you think we might need the powder, or you think we might be able to make it through?
I think we can. I think I can concentrate, talk, and do this at the same time.
Oh, see, I'm sorry about laughing, y'all. Yes, so she can't concentrate and talk and put her makeup on at the same time. So the songs that we're going to do, the first one will be My Worship is For Real. And we're going to, that's with Bishop Trotter. Okay. And so therefore, and then we'll do one more, right?
I always love it because I feel like I look like an alien.
Okay, so once we put our the rest of our stuff on, of what we're going to be ministering in, we're going to come right back to you, okay? Sounds good?
That sounds pretty good.
Okay, we gotta, let me see, let me check you. We're gonna check real quick for the last minute just to make sure.
Yes, so
Okay. Yes, okay. There you go.
here you
Good?
Let's get you all cleaned up around the corners. But yeah, you know, this is one of those situations where you'll see it She's messing me up. You see it when you see it. Can I get you over here? You know? And then she does this to me all the time. She's taller, but she likes to continue to be tall when I'm trying to help her out.
Just better.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Okay. So you said you talked about the songs.
Yes.
And, you know, we do not own the rights to these
Yes,
songs.
we do not own the rights at all to any of these songs. They're just going to be played. I did purchase them legally. I have receipts, and but we're going to play them on tonight. But yes, they belong to the people that wrote them, the people that produced them, the people
That
performed them. Okay? Yes, that one I didn't even name the title of the second one, but you'll hear it when it comes through.
Yes. So
All
it's going
right.
to be fun, fun, fun.
All right, so we'll be right back with you in a few minutes.
To tell stories. I mean, we can tell a good story in a minute. And
Yes.
that sounds like a good topic. What do you guys think?
I think for topics like that, I think those will be interesting things to talk about. If you like it, we're definitely talking about that one next time.
Yeah.
Mom.
And me.
How many know if he never does anything else, he's already done enough? He's worthy of all the worship because of who he is. Come on, clap your hands, everybody.
Don't try to figure it out.
Because my worship,
Because my worship is for real.
because my worship,
Because my worship is for real. You don't know my story.
all the things that you can't feel my pain.
What I had to go through to get here.
You'll never understand my praise.
You'll never understand my praise. Don't try to figure it out.
Because my worship,
Because my worship is for real.
how many of you believe that tonight? Because my worship,
Because my worship is for real. I've been through
I can't tell it all. I must worship him.
I've been through
Lord, you've been so good to me. I must worship him. You don't know like I know what the Lord has done for me. I must
to worship Him.
I've been through too much. Nah.
To worship Him.
Come on and worship God in this place. Come on. Say hallelujah.
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 We came to let you know that my worship is.
My worship is for me.
Say thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
I don't know about you, but my worship is for real.
My worship is for real.
Say, Lord, I love you.
Lord, I love you.
Lord, I love you.
Lord, I love you.
I stand tonight to tell you my worship is for real.
My worship is for real.
You're so worthy.
You're so worthy.
You're so worthy.
You're so worthy.
Oh, Lord.
My worship is for real.
Hallelujah.
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 My worship is for real.
My worship is for real.
Say thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
My worship is for real.
My worship is for real.
Say, Lord, I love you.
Lord, I love you.
Lord, I love you.
I love you.
I don't know about anybody else, but my worship is.
Worship is for real.
Say, Lord, I love you.
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 My worship
Hey, thank you,
is
Jesus.
for real.
Say hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Say hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
My worship is.
My worship is
Can anybody lift your hands and say hallelujah?
hallelujah.
Anyhow,
Hallelujah.
anyway, anytime. Say yes. My soul says yes. Yes to your will. Yes to your way. 'Cause tragedies are commonplace. All kinds of diseases. People are slipping away. I say thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jesus.
Say thank you. I could have been dead, sleeping in my grave, but you made my enemies behave. Say, Lord, I love you. Lord, I love you. You're so worthy. You're so worthy. Yes to your will. Say yes to your way. I'm gonna serve you every day. Say hallelujah. I lift my hands. I may not feel like it, but it's hallelujah. I may not always look like it, but it's hallelujah.
I truly understand what people may say. They believe to think how we think is far from okay. But I believe it's never okay to abandon your dreams. And it just so happens that our dream is to lift up a holy king. See, this is my life, my choice, and I choose to lift up my hands. And please don't be alarmed if when the music comes on, I begin to dance. And run across the room until I can barely catch my breath. And fall on the floor because I gave it all and have nothing left. See, I'm gon' worship until I pass out. There is no other option. See, I came to worship until I pass out. Because we go hard in the paint, hard in the paint. We go hard in the paint. We worship. Hard in the paint, hard in the paint. We go hard in the paint. We worship. Hard in the paint, hard in the paint. We go hard in the paint. We worship. Hard in the paint, hard in the paint. We go hard in the paint. We worship. If you came here to laugh at somebody, you can go ahead and laugh at me. 'Cause while you steady laughing, I'm I'm dancing off shackles and being set free. See, I may look like money, but you don't know what I've been through. And I'm still going through some of it, so dancing is something that I gotta do. See, Jesus was the only one that saved my soul. He took a chance on this broken-hearted man, grabbed my hand and he made me whole. Yeah. See, Jesus was the only one who saved my soul. Yeah. And Jesus was the only one that made me whole. So I'm gonna worship until I pass out. There is no other option. There is no other worship until I pass out. There is no other option. There is no other heart in the pain, heart in the pain. There is no other heart in the pain. We worship. Heart in the pain, heart in the pain. We go heart in the pain. We worship. Heart in the pain, heart in the pain. We go heart in the pain. We worship. Heart in the pain, heart in the pain. We go heart in the pain. We worship. I came here to worship a holy God. And I don't care about what you've been through, 'cause also my life is going hard. And I've been through some pain that nearly left me dead. But God changed my way and he said, this is something you should do instead. See, I was singing for the world, singing for these girls, and singing for this fame. But just like Saul changed into Paul, Jesus Christ came and changed my name. So I came to worship until I pass out. Did you come to worship until you pass out? Brothers and sisters, go to worship until you pass out. Brothers and sisters, worship until you pass out. There is no other option. There is no other heart. There is no other. There is no other option. We worship. Heart in the pain, heart in the pain. We know the heart in the pain. We worship. Heart in the pain, heart in the pain. There is no other option. In the pain, we worship. There is no other heart in the pain, heart in the pain. We know the heart in the pain. We worship. There is no other option.
I'm Deborah. I'm Mom.
And I'm Jamila. I'm me.
Hello, and welcome to Mom and Me. My name is Deborah, and I'm Mom.
And I'm Jamila. I'm me.
And we're here today to discuss the mother-daughter relationship. We can only tell you the experience that we've had with each other, but it's a good thing now. What do you think?
Yeah, you know, you may want to ask yourself, why is this important, right? Well, it's important because more than likely we come across everybody in our everyday travels, and the most common question that we get is,
You guys are sisters, right? And of course, I, being the mother, love hearing that when they say it to me. I don't know if it's because maybe I look as young as her. Right?
I hope it's not because I look as old as you should be.
No, I don't think that's it. But what it does, it gives us a chance to talk to people about our relationship and what we had to do and work on in order to become the people that we are with each other today. Yes.
Yes, that's correct. I mean, it took a lot of work to get here, and it wasn't something that happened overnight. And so we just wanted to bring it to you guys and let you know kind of our strategies and what we do to get along.
Yes, because the thing that I found out is that I was reading a recent article in AARP, which you don't know nothing about yet, honey.
Yeah, but
Okay.
they do it for us now. But go ahead.
And it was saying that most adult parents say that they really enjoy their relationships with their children now as adults than they did when they were younger, say around 15 or so. And I can relate to that.
That sounds about right. I can see that. Partly because, you know, when you're a teenager, you really don't like your parents. It's everything, you know, they're always telling you no, and you don't see the rationale from the no's. You know, it's not until you get into adulthood where, you know, things start to become a little clearer for you. You start saying, oh, well, maybe they were onto something, or I get it now, you know. And then even for us, you know,
Yes.
giving a little background. Now, I know one point in time, I'm like, hey, Ma, thanks for not letting me go to all those parties, you know. So
Yes.
you come to appreciate that.
Yes, and thanks for not letting me hang out all times of the night when I wanted to. And thanks for not, oh, I'm sorry. You was just saying that a little bit, right?
I mean, did you have to just spill all the beans?
I know, but I was just thinking back to that article and thinking about to when you were 15. And I'm telling you, woo, you were just a little hard-headed or something, but you were independent at that time too. I was teaching you even then to become an independent woman. You had your own job. You've been working since you was 14.
That is
You
true.
was getting ready to get your brand new car. You know what I'm saying? And you
It
was.
wasn't because I was spoiled or anything,
Oh
right?
no, not at all. No,
at all.
not because you were spoiled
Not
or
being
just a
spoiled.
baby girl, but
None of that.
None of that.
None of that. That's not important.
Yes.
You know, what it was is that you did lay the foundation for me to be able to be self-sufficient. And,
Yes.
you know, even though I wasn't quite a good girl, but, you know, I knew how to do good girl things. Thanks, Mom.
yes, you are so welcome. And what we truly based our relationship on is three things. And it's our honesty, our openness, and our love that we have for one another. And the thing that's important to me about the honesty that we have, because even along with her brothers, I told them from a young age that don't ever let me hear nothing about you out in the streets that you haven't already come and told me yourself. I didn't want anybody else telling me anything about what my kids was doing. And they had that open communications. And when I tell you that I heard some stuff that I probably wasn't quite ready to hear, but it worked.
But the first time, I think, you know, it was building up to that, because as a kid, you're like, you know, you're one of the strange kids trying to tell your parents everything. So you kind of just navigate that and it's like, should I tell them? But then after a while, we knew, you know, there was no more shocking you because, you know,
Right.
once we told you what we told you, you were okay. And it was like, and I'm sure that was a big pill that you had to swallow, because I can't imagine, you know, just having to sit there. I mean, there were some
Yes.
things that you just sat straight face through.
Yes.
And I know that I'm sure you wanted to be like, why did you do this? But
I know, and I remember after being told whatever you were going to tell me at the time, and I would just sit there and like, it's okay, baby. Yeah, mommy. And once you left the room, I was like, I cannot believe that. You know what I'm
Why
saying?
did you do that?
But in order to keep that line of communication open, I had to be that. I needed you to know that honesty was important. And you know, whatever you're trying to sneak and do, it's going to come out anyway. So just
Right.
tell it, and then we can head it off. You know, after that, keeps you out of more trouble.
it does, actually. Even when you got in trouble and you tell your mama that you was in trouble, yeah, it softens the blow a little bit.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yes.
You know,
Because it was way better you having known,
Mm-hmm.
you know, right after the fact than, you know, for you
Yes.
having another parent come to you.
Right.
And you can just say, yeah, I know my kid did that or whatever.
Yes.
You know, when you
And I
handle
took
that,
care of
and
that.
you took
Yes.
care of that in-house rather
Right.
than allowing other people to tell you what you should be doing to
Right.
your kids and for your kids
or
for
what
whatever.
my kids was doing, period.
Or that.
Yes. And, yes. And so it was like, even though it was an openness, it was still like a boundary. You know what I'm saying? That you guys, and especially you know, because I still felt as independent as you was, that by you being the only girl, the daughter, you know, that you still had to be protected, you know, through it all too.
And did that stop?
No, I still protect you now.
Yes.
Yes, I
Speaking
do.
of boundaries,
I don't know where we're going, y'all.
so where we're going is back to our three main topics about the communication,
Yes.
the openness, and the love. Is that once you move from being the child to
Yes.
being the adult child, there's this transition that happens. You know, it's kind of like a seesaw effect. Sometimes you become the parent, sometimes they still are. You know, they're always the parent.
Yes.
You're always the parent, but it's a seesaw action. So, you know, it's making sure that even in those times where the lines are maybe blurred a little bit, that you have that open line of communication so that nobody feels like they're getting their toe stepped on,
Right.
so to speak.
Right, and we had to learn also with one another to, we received something honest from the other person, to receive that and to swallow that, you know, because sometimes, and I know a couple of times that you've actually had to, and I'm gonna say it like this, you understand, put me in check, because there were some things that I was doing, you know what I'm saying, that
Right.
were out of line, and so you was like, Ma, you know that you did this, and that,
And
the
for
other.
that, I'd say, you know, again, I appreciate you for that.
Yes.
Because, you know, you made it easy to be able to, and although it may have been delicate situations where we say, hey, Ma, you know, no, don't
Right.
do that.
Right.
But you were open.
Yes.
Open to
Receive that- yes.
that communication, that
criticism, whatever
whatever
from
you
the-
want to call it. But you were open to that, and that was what was most important. Because had you been closed off, then we would both been just upset and in our feelings.
Yes.
And then, you know, I know a lot of families who don't talk to each other for
Just
Less
what we
than.
consider petty stuff, you know, and they just split, and I haven't talked to them in 5, 10, 20 years, and I cannot imagine, you know what I'm saying, not having that relationship, not only with the children, you know, but with just family, period, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So people find it a little bit strange that we talk,
That we hang out together, that we shop together.
shop together. Well, I mean, like, she has really become my best friend. You know, I can call, hey, guess what happened? You know, and
Yes.
that's pretty cool to be able to do that.
Yes.
You know, you have your friends, and then you got your mom, and then you got your mom friend. Mom girlfriend, yeah. So that is pretty nifty, you know. And I know sometimes you tell me that I'm your friend too, right?
Yes,
Right, Mom?
of course. You are my friend. Got fingers crossed.
Wow.
No, of course, baby. You know, because that's what it's become. More than my daughter, you have become my friend. But in that, we still have that measure of respect that is due for one another. She recognizes, no matter what, whether we go toe to toe, I'm still the mom. So, you know, that there's still,
Oh,
yes,
that's probably a real
honor.
hard thing to navigate.
that must be shown.
No, yes, and you're always going to get that respect. And I think sometimes even though you may be open to the communication, even though you know, may listen, there may be times where you're just not feeling the message at that moment.
Yes.
So then, you know, I have to pull into, okay, you know what? At the end of the day, this is my mom. And I have to respect her position as mom. And I have to choke back some things that may be too brutally honest.
Right.
You know.
Yes.
You know, just in recognizing the relationship and the dynamics, to say, you know what, okay, you know, I'm not always
Yeah.
right.
Right.
I'm not.
Right.
You
She's the
know?
mama.
She's the mama.
She's the mama.
She right. She right.
I know, and it's really helped us, like I said, to develop this great relationship with one another, because not only, like I said, the communication
Right,
with
that
one
word.
another, yes, and the honesty, but just the love. You know, when my baby was placed in my arm, it was immediate, unconditional love. This is my firstborn. This is my daughter. She came first. And it was, you know, that love that you know that was never going to change, that love that just told you was going to nurture and protect and take care of her, you know, always. But then as you watched her, and as I watched her grow from a little girl that was so shy, standing back in a corner, not wanting to join in the games or anything, we were a military family, so we moved moved everywhere. So if her brother would have friends the first day, it would take her 3 days to check everybody out and figure out who she wanted to be
Absolutely.
friends with.
'Cause
Yes.
you don't want to be friends with everyone. I'm trying to tell you. It was a good strategy.
That's what you was working on. Yes, but just the love and to just see you grow into the woman that you've become today, I can honestly tell you that I am just so proud of you. You know.
Thank you.
Yes, you're an
I
awesome
appreciate that. You know, but
woman, an awesome wife. Yes, a lady of God. You know, songstress, a great aunt. Oh man, you're the best aunt ever.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, you know, and I just appreciate seeing your growth and the woman that you've become and the independence that you have gained in your lifetime.
But see, and I appreciate that, but I wouldn't be that without a strong woman, without a strong independent mother, without, you know, without you being able to stand on your own. I
Right.
mean, there were things that, you know, you may not have set me down and said, hey, this is what we do here in this situation, but just watching you from afar, you know,
Right.
seeing how you just, you know, went to the military to take care of your 2 kids, you know,
Yes.
those are things that, you know, you don't appreciate it until you appreciate it.
Right,
You know?
right, I
guess that's
understand.
like when you know, when we were going back and forth, we're going to be friends one day, and I'm like,
Yes.
no, we not.
That was when
You
she
know?
was 15, and I just knew it. We was like battling all the time, you know. But that was just that puberty and all of that
Exactly.
going on. And I just looked her dead in the eye, and I said, "We're going to be friends after this. One day, we are going to be friends."
I did not
And
believe
she
it.
did not believe it, did you?
No, you could not have paid me money to believe that. I mean, and it wasn't, I don't know, you know, I think every teenager goes through that with their parents, but I never, you know, I never imagined us to be as close as we are actually.
Right.
You know, I'm glad and I'm definitely thankful, you know, but I just, you know, over time, you know, it's just morphed into this beautiful thing. You know,
Right.
it's a comfortable dance
Yes.
between you and I.
Yes, yes, because we've learned to appreciate each other, respect each other's boundaries. But it is funny sometimes. We come from a long line of women. My mom had 5 daughters, you know, and she raised all of us to be that same way. And between us, it's like 6 girls, you know, from the daughters, and 4 boys. 5 and 5. Yeah, 5 and 5. And all of the women, I can really say that from our family, they're really strong and
Yes,
they're
absolutely.
independent. And sometimes, and we talk about this a lot, us being strong and independent women may seem like a threat to
some
men.
Some men.
Yes.
You know, you've got to be a strong,
Secure in yourself as a
Yes,
man
Yes.
to deal with an independent
Plus, because of being a female-dominated
family. Yes.
we tend to do, you know, I hate to say that, man things, but not man things, but,
Right.
you know, we can change our own tires.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
You
yes.
know,
We teach y'all that at an early
I
age.
can
Yes.
probably change my own oil.
Yes.
And that's not, you know, we're not the girly girl type. We don't need to be taken care of.
Right.
You know.
Yes.
We like
Well, we like
it.
it.
We
Yes, we like it, don't we?
We don't need to be
Yes,
taken care
but
of.
if it, you know, push came to shove,
Yes.
we could definitely take care and hold our own.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes,
So,
but it is, and you know, I'm thankful for the strong men that we have in our life too.
Absolutely.
You know, that appreciate us being, you know, who we are.
exactly.
You know,
I know
that makes a difference.
your husband,
Yes,
my dad,
yes,
my husband, you know,
Yes.
they all say, hey, you know what, that's why I got you around. You know, you're,
Right.
you're smart, that's why
that's
I
why I
married
got you.
you.
Yes, I know. My
I
husband
married
used
you
to
'cause
always say
you
that.
know what
you know?
I say when I mean, you know what I
Yes.
mean when I say, give me the screwdriver, give me that wrench. You know,
Yes,
so yeah,
yes.
there you go.
Don't mess with my toolbox. Look,
Oh,
you can have your
yes.
own, but don't mess with my toolbox.
Yeah. I think
Yes.
we probably all have that private,
Yes.
our own toolbox.
In case we
Yes.
something break, we're gonna be right there on the ready to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and so that's been a joy to be around those many women in our family.
Absolutely.
And when we all get together, we just sit around and we have open and honest conversations and laugh all the time, of course.
Yes.
You know.
Getting us together in a group, oh my
Yes.
gosh. It's
Yeah.
like a bunch of hens clucking. We're just laughing.
I know, all the time. I know. It doesn't even have to really be funny, but you know, it is funny to us. But
Yes.
and we are a family full of
Storytellers.
Yes,
Long line. I come from a long line of storytellers.
yes. Go expound on that storytelling.
We just like to tell stories. I mean, we can tell a good story in a minute, and you know whether it's made up or,
I know. You said
whether it's made
I
up
have
or
been known
not.
to do that.
Exactly. So I
Yes.
think we were actresses in our former lives or something.
Right.
I don't know. Mm-hmm. But back to mother-daughter relationships. See, this
Yes,
is how we.
yes. This is how we get together all the time and talk about just anything and everything that's going on, not only in the world, but in our little section of it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And what's going within us. And we've grown to the point where my daughter, Jamila, she's always been musically inclined, and you know, that gift that has been within her since birth. She used to sing happy birthday to people around 4th of July holiday, her birthday, and they would pay her money to other family members who had birthday around that time too, you remember?
Yes.
Yeah, she was just little then. And to see her growth in your songwriting and, you know, in your singing, that's been a pleasure too. You know, I really appreciate that about you. And I play the bass guitar, but somebody that came over to the house
I'm not a takeover queen. or
and
anything
picked it
like
up,
that.
and now she's trying to kick me over to the lead.
See, what had happened was
Mm-hmm.
I was going for moral support. You know, you were learning, and I was helping you learn. And whilst I was helping you learn, I was learning,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was getting it, and I had to get it so that you could get it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right. Is that what it was?
It is. It is. But
So did you kick me out the band or what?
No,
You
you're
just kicked
still,
me over to the lead.
You're still in the band.
Yeah.
You are. But
Don't believe it.
you are still in the band. However, you know, you may be better suited for the lead.
Okay, maestro. But that's what I'm saying. Even as we become adults and we still have things that we have in common, you know, like you say, playing the instruments, you singing the songs, and me
But
writing some songs and you writing some, you
Yeah,
know. it's
music
just-
has just been an integral part of, you know, my growing up.
Yes.
Anyway, I mean, from grandma singing around the
kitchen
grandma-
table.
around
Yes,
the kitchen tables.
all of us
and-
girls gathering and singing spirituals.
Yes,
Yes.
you know, so, and there
Telling
always
stories.
was
Yeah.
some kind of music in the house. So,
Yes.
you know, I grew up on old school music and jams
Right.
and stuff like that. So, you know, I don't
Yes.
know. You know, music is definitely at one of the corners of our foundation.
Yes, yes,
For the
definitely.
family.
It really is, because that goes back a couple of generations
Exactly.
too. You know, and so that's always good. But as far as our relationship, we really work. No, I don't have to say we work hard at it, because we don't. It's become simple now. I'm
It
gonna
has.
say simple,
It
not
has.
easy. Simple now.
Right.
Yes.
We still have to do things to
Right.
make it work,
Right.
because you know, if you get lazy with it, then of course, you know, it can crumble.
Yes.
I don't really think so. I don't know that that's true. But, you know,
But it's just in general, for a good mother-daughter relationship, you have to work hard at it,
Yes.
because if not, it will crumble, it will fall apart. Something will get said, a feeling will get hurt or something, a misunderstanding will occur. And if you don't clear it up immediately, you know, you don't want anything to linger on. You
that's
know?
true.
Yeah,
Yes.
so, yeah.
So, okay.
Yes,
I-
work.
Crumble just seems so devastating.
I know.
And not us, you know, so
Yeah.
I guess that was why it was so hard. But yes, that's true. You know, so you got to work hard at it. It's not that hard when you're open and honest and can communicate with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And when you follow that up and sum that up with love, you know, come to your mom in love. Mom, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can say, hey, I don't like that you wear your robe all day or whatever.
Yes.
But I love you.
Yes.
How about I buy you a new robe if you don't like it? You know, something
Mm-hmm.
like that. You know, you have to come to people in love, because if not, then again, there's some type of misunderstanding.
It is. Yeah, it really is. It happens every now and then. The misunderstanding that can occur in relationships. And I think that was a good analogy. You know what I'm saying? And for us as a family, we always say that to one another, you know, no matter what, whether we're leaving each other's homes, whether we're on the telephone, we always end each and every call, each and every separation with "I love you," so that there is never any doubt in anyone's mind whether or not their parents love them. There's some kids growing up today that don't really know whether or not their parents really love them because they've
That's
never
sad.
heard that.
That's
yes.
sad. I just, got chills just thinking about
Yes.
how, I've always, grown up in love. So I can't identify with not getting it.
Right.
So that's just really sad to me. So if you out there who's not getting it, I love you.
Mama D loves you too, just in case you haven't heard it. Know
Yes.
somebody in this world
Yes.
loves you, and that would be me, or Mom, and
me.
yes, of course. Yeah, so, I really appreciate you being here today.
I appreciate you being here
Yeah,
today.
and just talking about this, just the introduction of, our relationship. And
Absolutely.
as we go further along, I think we can expound on it, a little bit further and deeper in just the different aspects of it, like how do you keep your mom out your business, out your marriage?
Oh, 101.
101, how to keep the mom out your marriage. Yes.
Yes.
We'll hit that
next
up on the next
topic.
time.
Yes.
What you think?
I like that one.
Okay,
I like
okay.
that one. I mean, because, you got a marriage and you got a mama too, so
Yes.
we can, and you my mama. and
Right.
You got a marriage.
Yes.
That sounds like a good topic. What do you guys think?
Yes. How to keep your mom out your marriage. If you like it, we're definitely talking about that one next time.
Yes.
Although I'm not talking about me personally, because I ain't.
You be the judge.
I wouldn't do that. I know my boundaries. No. See, that is something that we learned also.
Yes.
We learned.
That's true.
Because as a mom, and you see something happening and you do want to step in, but then I learned, I have to realize what my address is. My address is not her address, so I have no business trying to rule what goes on or give my, input into what goes on into your household.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
So that's
but
respecting you as a woman.
You
know what I'm saying? First and foremost.
high five. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. I love
Yes,
it.
ma'am. It's going to be good. Yeah. So I think that we probably are almost about ready to wrap this one up for today.
No, we're not ready to go. No.
I know. It just seemed like it went by so fast.
That's what happens when you're having fun. Wasn't
Yes.
that one of the elements?
Yes. Okay, yeah, that was one of the elements that we needed to do. We just needed to talk about our relationship and how this is the beginning of this show, Mom and Me. We want to be able to not just, cover the mother-daughter relationships, but any relationships that's going on or any interesting topics that's out in the community or even in the world today. I think that the thing is all of us have our opinion about something, and if we just give a voice to how we're feeling, we can really recognize that one person can make a difference, because if it's me and I'm one and it's you and you're one, when we're joined together, we can really make a difference in this world. We see things that are happening, and what are going on, and sometimes when I look at surveys that they take, I'm like, why didn't nobody call me?
Who did they survey?
Why
They
didn't
didn't
nobody
ask
call me?
Exactly.
Why didn't anybody, I'd be wondering about that sometime, And so I think for topics like that, I think those will be interesting things to talk about,
Yes.
in the long run. And,
We can probably critique a video or two,
Yes.
We like to go like on roller coasters.
Yeah, oh, yes.
At home.
At home, only on home.
Only at home.
Yes,
But
and so we can do that. So we just wanted to just thank each and every one of you for watching, Mom,
And me.
and we look forward to seeing you once again. Have a good night. Thank you.